trigonometric equation, that's something that comes up often in our exam, and we have to find the angle. And here that is, well, the angle is the 2x. I'm just looking for x. Okay, so how do we do that? When our example given to us is in this form, why do I mean by this form? When I have sine or cos or tan, doesn't matter, then followed by an number and x or any other letter equal a number, but then there is a number in front of sine or cos or tan. The first thing that we need to do, we need to eliminate that number. So I need to first divide both sides by 2. I need to have just sine or cos or tan on its own. So that's the first thing we do. So therefore we are considering sine of 2x, that's equals square root of 3 divided by 2. So that's the first step that we do. Now, the next thing, we are saying, well, in what quadrant, in what quadrant do we have our angle we are considering? So we are taking cast, is a handy way. Cast mean that in the first quadrant, all of the functions sin, cos, and tan are positive. Then when we have s, that's only sin is positive. Here is only tan positive and cos only positive. So where do I have positive value of sin? In the first quadrant and in the second one. So those are the two I'm going to consider. So if those are the two that I'm going to consider, so I'm going to have an angle here and I'm going to have an angle here. Now, next thing that I need to do, I need to find actually what angle are we talking about. So therefore we are saying 2x equal, we take sin to the other side, minus 1 become inverse. We put that in the calculator and we get the value. Now, don't worry about the value, whether it becomes positive or negative, depending where it is. The point is here we are getting what? 60. So where is that 60? That's where that 60 is, or here that's where that 60 is going to be. However, we always measure the angle from the positive side of the x-axis. So in this case, in the first case, that will be true, that will be 60. But here, that's the angle. So it will be from everything from 180 minus 60. So that means my second angle will be 120. Now, so once I have that figured out, the next thing we do, we write that we are saying that angle of 2x will be 60 and angle of 2x will be 120, but we have to write that in general form. That means we just have to add to that rotation of a circle, because we don't know how many times it's going to go. Now, once we've done that, so now once we have that general form, the next thing is to get rid of that 2 here. So we divide each element by 2. So once we do that, then we have x equal 30 plus 180n, and then x equal 60 plus 180n. Now, because of our limitation, x has to be less or equal 180. Normally here we would consider, let's say, n0, and that would be true here, n1 and n2, depending on what information I have. By the way, if that is a negative value, we will start with n minus 1. Yeah, but anyway, so here in this case, because 180 is our limitation, there is no point of me even putting 1 in place of n, isn't it? Because then it will become more than 180. So that means actually that my two angles, one is 30, one value of x, and the other one is 60.